Hey, it's the K-Man, and hey, it's PAX Online in 2020, having to do what most things in this year are doing. Well, the online experience may not have been exactly the same as the in-person experience. They did their best with the time and resources to emulate what happens at a regular PAX event. It would have been nice, for example, to say have like a 3D virtual showroom. But while not everything hit the mark, there was actually one thing which I felt worked better in the online experience than the regular one, and that was being able to try out a few demos from the comfort of your own home. At the PAX Indie Showcase, they featured a few good Aussie games, and I'm going to share with you 4 of my favourites. The first one being Unpacking, which, it wasn't really a game I was that keen to play at first, having only recently helped some mates move house. But just that whole sort of nostalgic vibe that you got out of it, being taken back to the 90s and, just going and unpacking a fairly typical 90s bedroom. I almost sort of feel like it's sort of one of those, you just sort of sit back, maybe, rake a bit of sand, or maybe you jump onto your computer and just go and unpack a room. The game demo does progress on in your life, and what could be more relaxing than moving into your new place and unboxing a nice brand new CRT and placing it there on your desk. There was some elements that I was a little bit confused by. But you're not limited to just the bedroom here, as your new place has a kitchen to unpack and a bathroom as well. Overall, quite a relaxing and strangely enjoyable game is Unpacking. Our next game, DAP, is a top-down action adventure where you're a DAP, a little pixelated fella, in this rather sort of cross between old school and new school pixelated world. You just sort of spend your time at first, collecting mushrooms and saying hello to your fellow little DAPs. It's all very relaxing, and you sort of get lulled into this calming space when all of a sudden you find yourself in this rather daunting looking prison where things are clearly not going so well. Your life now consists of rescuing fellow little DAPs, solving a few puzzles, and even fighting a few scary magical creatures. Your mushrooms are used to craft potions, and you make plenty more DAP friends along the way, where your combined strength means you're able to go and fight some of the more scarier monsters out there. It'll be cool to find out once the full game comes out what actually happens to these little DAP fellas. If you're looking for a game that's a lot less chilling and way more chill, Topplepop Bungee Adventures is a fun take on the Tetris genre, where instead of just letting your bricks drop, you drop down on a bungee rope and guide them all the way in, trying to rescue all the bricks that have a face on them. Of course, the complexity of the puzzles do increase as it goes on, as is the skills that you need to complete them all. Definitely a good fun demo to go try out, and keep your eyes out for the full version if this is your cup of tea. Speaking of beverages, Innchanted is a co-op action adventure role-playing game for the entire family. You're one of 4 adventurers, adventurers in training, on their holiday break, going off to go visit their uncle. Except when you get there, you find out a wizard has gone and taken over your uncle's place and somehow convinces, or more so cons you, into running the joint for him, which is a little inn that has a whole pile of varied magical adventurers coming along to get some of your potions and brews. As the game goes on, the inn does expand with plenty more stuff for you to have to do. Fortunately, if you are like me and have decided to play it solo, you do get assistance from one AI, but really this is a game that has been designed to be played in co-op And you can just imagine the hectic, gameplay you're going to be having as you're telling, you go over and, cook the meat, you go fill up the brews. Yeah, this looks like a really fun game, and it also has a really nice soundtrack to it as well. Since I have pretty much mentioned all the Australian games that made the Indie Showcase, I will just mention Ring of Pain, and this one, Justice Sucks, where you're this cool little Roomba that, kind of seeks vengeance and, gets a bit intense and exciting, That was all for the PAX Online Indie Aussie favourites of mine. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you want to check out more videos on a variety of game-related things, please subscribe to the channel, and thank you so much for watching.